Hey everybody, this is Larry. To set up this video, this is the third video. Thank you for watching. I am driving my car, my rental car from Kumamoto to back to Fukuoka, and this is where our story begins. Kumamoto is pretty okay, pretty fun, pretty interesting. There are a lot of high-rise, I don't know about high-rise, like 7-8 story apartment buildings. I haven't seen anything that tall. I mean, I saw the downtown, or what I presume to be downtown area, a little bit, but where the hotels are, and it's very nice and modern and fancy. But that seems like a very small neighborhood. So everything else is just like a little bit of a sprawl, but honestly, just not that many people. So you have your suburban spa, couple of buildings that are tall, but otherwise 2-3 story residential, a lot of small businesses with parking lots. So it seems like the US suburbia experience optimized for cars. I think in general the experience can be the city center, the pedestrian situation is, they definitely plan for it, but still the entire cultural landscape is dominated by cars, and it's kind of not surprising because they didn't become an automotive power without having a strong internal lobbying system that basically optimizing for cars is my guess, and all the kind of urban planning layout is all made for that reason, or with that in mind. I think the fact that the tolls are so expensive, the surprising thing for me is that one, it was that expensive, because I think it probably properly reflects the relatively cost of the road and all these things. What I'm actually a little bit surprised about is that I mean, even with government subsidies, that government's it's not a more significant portion, right? Especially with, as I mentioned, the huge, I presume anyway, influence that the automotive companies have on, and on just like policy in general, because, well, they were a super automotive power in, was it the 90s, and maybe even now, I don't know, but it definitely is like a good portion of the GDP, and I would imagine that they would exert more influence on like making this toll cheaper because of government subsidy. But I think that for me, honestly, I consider it a good thing, because that means the regular taxpayer is not paying for it. So yeah. And apparently, traffic is merging from the left. I think if I could do it again, taking into account toll roads and gas and everything, and where I end up going, I probably should have rented the car from Kumamoto instead of Fukuoka. But oh well, maybe next time. Yeah. The gas actually turned out to be not that bad. The petrol. It was about like $22 for 2 days, which is great. They didn't charge me anything else. It was, yeah. So I'm waiting here for the bus after returning the car. A couple of things. They didn't mind that much about the minor dent in the car, or at least they didn't pay attention or look at it at all, which is great. I was like less than an hour late, but still a little bit late. They didn't charge me for it, which is also nice. And it was pretty easy. everything is as easy, Japanese. But yeah, it was very good. The petrol was not super, or not used that much, I guess. I don't know if it's cheap or not, but about $22 for 2 days is not that bad. I didn't drive a super lot, but it was like about, I want to say 440 kilometers, because that's what the thing read. I don't know what is that in miles. I'll have to look it up later and do the math, but I mean, that's pretty reasonable, especially the way I drove, with respect to, like, I wasn't driving in a petrol-friendly speed. So yeah, now I'm going to the bus station, and I mean, I'm at the bus station. I'm going to the bus terminal, and now let's see if we could go get to Kagoshima today. Haven't bought ticket, haven't bought reservation or Airbnb, so we'll see. Yeah, so I got to the bus station just in time. There's a bus leaving for Kagoshima in 15 minutes, and I just jumped on it. Or it's going to be in another 10 minutes now. Waiting for the other bus took a while, but now I'm here, and now I gotta start booking for reservations so I could figure out how long to stay and stuff like that. I'm really excited, definitely ready. Like, I planned it a little bit hoping that it would work out this way, but the timing is even better because I couldn't find anything online about the schedule. I mean, or at least you could probably find it online. I just couldn't find anything online. So I just kind of went up to the bus counter and asked them about the next bus, and it just happened to be very close. Otherwise, I might have taken the speed train, but this saves me a couple of bucks, which is nice, and I get to rest, which is also nice. So yeah, alright, the bus is almost here, so see you soon. Yeah, so my bus to Kagoshima, and look, little bear, black bear, huge black bear. So my bus to Kagoshima actually has a service area in, as you can guess it, Kumamoto, area. So we went to the service area with these cute black bears, and not gonna lie, I picked up another one. Ooh, almost got ran over, which would not, I mean, it'll be good footage. Yeah, I got another bear, this one from my buddy who made it all possible. Otherwise, I don't think I could rent a car. So anyway, alright, back to the bus, back to taking a nap. See you in a bit. Ooh, sun. Buses here are really easy. I feel like it's the lowest stress thing I can do, the long distance buses. 4.5 easy hours later. I mean, it's still a bit of a schlep, but I am here at Kagoshima. And now I'm trying to find my hotel. And yeah, let's get checked in, and then we can roam around. Yeah, I checked in the hotel pretty quickly. And now I have no idea where to go, so I do the one thing that I always do, which is to go toward the water. It's about almost 5 p.m. The sunset is in here anyway, 28 minutes or so. So hopefully we'll get some sunset photos or just playing around. Wish me luck. So very often when you go toward the water, like the waterfront parks, it's usually very full of life is happening, is where everything is happening, right? But I don't know. I mean, it still might be the case, but definitely walking through some quiet residential area. And I'm curious how that kind of pans out for me. But we still got about 10 minutes of light. But the sun is setting behind me, behind the buildings. I don't know if I'm going to get a shot. The water is looking at the wrong direction for the sunset. Or maybe not wrong, but definitely like 100% opposed. Usually it doesn't really matter that much for me, the way that I shoot my style. Either looking at it, maybe to the side, but definitely when it's behind you, it's a little bit awkward when I shoot into the waterscape. So we'll see how everything is set up and whether I can get a composition, and let's let's get there. As I am here closer to the water, I forgotten that there's one giant thing, the volcano, over there somewhere. You could even see some smoke in the background. So, but now I have to find an angle to kind of take a photo of it. So yeah, let's find this angle. Let's find this shot. Let's see if I can just get how long do I even have left? I don't know. I don't have much time, but it'll be interesting. Let me set this down somewhere and get a shot. Ooh, step on grass. So yeah, so now hopefully you enjoyed those footage of the drone video, and also the time lapse of the volcano actually doing volcanic things. I am going to try to find something to do now, and yeah, it's getting dark, so hopefully some night activities, not the sketchy night activities, just regular night activities, and yeah, just see where it lands us. It is getting nice and dark. Maybe I'll go drop my bag off first, because it's fairly heavy for someone not in shape. Not sure why it took me this long to look it up, but I finally did look it up. Things were a little bit weird until I am here, and the streets are closed. There's a lot of like people in drums and people dressed up in very different setups, but I don't know. I just thought Halloween was around the corner. Who knew how everything works? But it turns out it's a national holiday. It's called Cultural Day or something. I don't know if there's something wrong with the translation or anything like that. But that's why everyone is kind of dressed in a well, I guess culturally, whatever they wanted to dress up as. So yeah. I am now heading a little bit away from city center, uh, and I am going to just drop my bags, get some food, and then see if there's any festivities going on for the long weekend. So very luckily, the parade route is about 1 block away from my hotel, so it's very easy to get to. We'll see how it goes. Everything is apparently everyone is dressed, or not everyone, but a lot of people are dressed up because they're participating in the parade, which makes sense, I suppose. I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna try to find food and see what's going on. Actually, maybe I'm lying. There is some people pre-marching and getting ready to march, so I'm gonna get some B-roll right now. Yeah. Got myself a pork chopstick, which is always good. Now let's find a place to look at this parade a little bit more, and then we'll figure it out. And dude came prepared for this job. Look at this ladder system. But the rest of us has to figure out how to squeeze it in. And now, after spending an hour just checking out the parade is pretty cool. A lot of people dancing in different costumes. I assume they're traditional attire. Now I'm still going to try and look for food, going through this cupboard more, just walking around randomly until I find food. Had a couple of snacks on street food, but I want something for, filling, It's time. But yeah. That was a very good tonkatsu place, I think it's called. Always hoping that I'm saying things correctly. If not, then I'm just going to keep on eating until I learn, I suppose. But yeah, overall pretty good. I got the dweep meat meal, which has the shrimp or the prawn, the chicken, and the pork. I don't know how to eat any of it, to be honest. I just kind of shove it all in my mouth in some weird order. I'm sure if someone was looking to see how I was eating, they'd be like, "What is Larry doing?" And I would say, I have no idea because I don't know. But it still tastes amazing. I always have a good spot for the mustard And yeah, right now I'm gonna go back to the hotel, drop off my stuff, and see if I can figure out how to get to Hiroshima in a couple of days. I'm gonna take the bullet train, but it's unclear whether there are any available tickets due to the long weekend. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Now everything appears to remain back to normal. So I'm finally ready and going toward the Kagoshima train station, where the JR trains are. Seems like I cannot find a way, at least for myself, to buy tickets online. Sure you can, someone can, just I couldn't figure it out. And so now I'm going to the train station. It's about a 20-minute walk. The good thing is that there is like a huge Ferris wheel that I see right now. So maybe there's some life there, maybe there's some activities there. Maybe I get mugged again. We'll see what happens. And yeah, wish me safe. So it turns out all the express trains or the bullet trains all have the same price to the same destination, which is fair. But you have to pay more to reserve a ticket. I think if you don't, you just get like a floating ticket which you can use, but you're not guaranteed a seat, which is problematic even for me. Or you could wait all day and that. I have to kind of do they don't say the math. I have to figure out how much more I would have to pay in that scenario. Because, yeah, then I just have to do the calculations to see if it is worth it for me to get there early, or at least at the time that I want to go, right? I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just money, but as an optimizer, you're always thinking about optimizing. Can't get rid of it, but it is actually kind of pricey, to be honest. Getting from here, Kagoshima, to Hiroshima costs, what is my background with math? About $120 maybe? Yeah, something like this. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe just rounding off a little bit. But that's a lot of money. It cost me $120 to fly from Hong Kong to Fukuoka. So it's a little bit weird. I'm gonna see if I can find like a flight or other modalities, but for now, that is the Forerunner, but it is still very pricey. I don't get it though. Anyway, I think I am gonna call it a night though. I am walking back now. I think the walk back is actually not that scenic. Yeah, so I am gonna call it a night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Today's ice cream is whatever this is. Yay.